everyone. My name is Queen Krama, and I'm delighted to welcome you to yet another exciting episode of Beyond the Music, showing here on No Limit TV. Now, if you're tuning in for the very first time, this is our weekly show where we get to sit down with some of our brightest stars from the South, and we get to talk about music, and music related things. And sometimes we go beyond just talking about music, to talk about some interesting topics, sometimes controversial topics, so it's always exciting and interesting. And on every episode I usually have a guest. On this episode I have a very beautiful, talented and young artist. But before I tell you who I'm going to be talking to today, I'm going to be going on a quick break. When I come back, I'll introduce my guests to you.
So we recently checked out Club Euphoria, a good and chill spot to hang out, eat, and vibe. They have a sports bar, executive VIP lounge, a night club, lodging accommodation, shawarma and grill spots. This one is all in one. And they are located at 33B, Rumola to Stadium Link Road, Port Harcourt.
Welcome back. This is still Beyond the Music, showing here on Nonube TV. Once again, my name is Queen Krama. And do not forget that we are talking to you live from the executive lounge of Club Euphoria. So if you're looking for a place to hang out with your loved ones, family, and friends, just want to chill, eat good food, listen to great music, definitely check out Club Euphoria. So back to the business of today. Now, my guest, like I said, is a very young, talented, beautiful lady. She is a fast rising act. She has been making waves, in the music industry. And today it's my pleasure to have her here with me on the show to talk about, her musical journey and, what her creative process is like. My guest today is the one and only superstar Mindy K. Ooh.
Good day. Good day, ma'am.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing well. And you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. So, first off, you can see that she's not wearing makeup, Abby. You're not wearing makeup.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you're not, and you still look beautiful.
Thank you very much. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah. So, first off, before we go into some things, let's first of all get to know you better. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Your background and how you came, into the music business.
Okay, let me start with my full name.
Yes.
Okay, my full name is Mindy Kelechi, and
Okay.
I am from Abia State,
Okay.
Aba.
Okay.
Um, I've lived with my mom but when I was 10 years old, and that was when I actually had passion for music.
Okay.
Since before then, I've not really had this push and
Okay.
this. I know I've loved music,
Okay.
but not as much as when I started living with my mom. Because since when I was born,
Mm.
I lived with my auntie, and
Okay.
I was not given the opportunity to do things that I want to do and I love
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
So when I started living with my mom when I was 10,
Mm.
I had my first um studio session.
Wow.
That was about I think 2018. Yeah,
Okay.
2018.
Okay.
So I know I've had passion for music and all
Mm.
that, but
Mm.
there was no connection, nobody to have session with and
Yeah.
all those stuff.
Yeah.
So I used to have a friend.
Mm.
There's this guy that we used to text online and all that.
Mm.
So I was not like, okay, I've not really had a session before
Mm.
and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So he really, let me just put it like this. He was the person that made me experience my first studio session
Okay.
and actually made it look like, okay, I really have passion for this whole thing, and
Yeah.
this is the main thing I'm supposed to do and want to do too.
Mm.
So he was like, okay, Mindy, why don't you come to the studio today? Let's do something. It was unplanned. It was not as if
Okay.
it was something I wanted to, like,
Plan to do
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. It was unplanned. So that day, I recorded my first song, Heartbreaker.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
after that song, I never knew people would really love me. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? I never knew people were actually going to appreciate my sound.
Mm-hmm.
But that first song, Heartbreaker, really made me known
Mm-hmm.
and also made me take my career more seriously.
Okay.
And after then, that was around 2020 when I performed at the First Nation. I don't know if you
Okay.
can remember.
Yeah.
There's a time, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So after then, I, I came across this record label
Mm-hmm.
called the Gibless Records.
Mm-hmm.
So after they signed me,
Yes, we know. Yeah.
yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
they signed me here, and since then things have not been too. It was my first time getting
Yeah.
that, so I was not. I didn't have much knowledge
Yeah.
of and how this whole record label thing is done and all
Yeah.
that. I just read the contract and then
Mm.
I was like, okay, this is good, and
Yeah.
I just signed like
Yeah.
that without knowing. So we were two in that label that they
Mm-hmm.
signed, and while I was there, their attention was on the other artists. So
Okay.
I understood. I was like, okay, maybe they want to start with the other person before
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So everything was just about the other guy. It
Yeah.
was just as if I was,
Yeah. Like one side,
yes, I
not a
was,
priority.
yeah. And if you notice, I was supposed to drop a song 2022, but everything was paused because of the way they treated me
Yeah.
and everything was just about that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they did everything they did. They released his song
Mm-hmm.
and hosted his show and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then since then they didn't really say anything about me.
Yeah.
What they, when you know that this person or these people do
Mm-hmm.
not have plans for you,
Yeah.
and yeah, so that was how it was. I got really tired, and I could not just keep waiting. I've been waiting, like
Yeah.
it was up to a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like waiting to hear from them, and they were not really giving me that
Mm-hmm.
energy. So I decided to terminate the deal.
Yeah.
And since then, I've been independent
Okay.
until I met my current manager now,
Mm-hmm.
which I got signed to the management, More Music
Yeah.
Entertainment, and then here we are now.
Yeah. Okay. So just like you said, I remember really well. In fact, I remember the day you posted that when you were terminating your business. I remember the write up because I read it, and I've been following you. We've been friends, online for
Wow.
a long time. I've been following you. I've been seeing your work, and when that issue happened, and I was not really informed about it, but when I was just from the outside, and then I didn't really know what was it, but after that time, I remember thinking, okay, what's next for Mindy K? I mean, at that point, and I mean, you might not say at least you were known, like
Yes,
most
yes.
people know you like Mindy K. So I was thinking, okay, what next for Mindy K? Because sometimes, when you have artists have fallout, with record labels, and sometimes, like the career just dies from there. So but I'm happy that you were able to get past
Yeah,
that, and you're still moving forward.
yeah.
So let's talk about a little bit about your creative process.
Okay,
What kind of music do you do?
okay. I When you talk about the kind of music I do you mean the genre?
Yes,
Okay, I
yes.
love Afro swing a lot.
Okay,
I love Afro swing, but I can
okay.
still
What did you call it? Afro what?
Afro swing.
Afro swing.
Yeah.
I think I'm running that for a very time. Sorry, don't crucify me, please. Tell us, what is Afro swing?
Afro swing is this kind of, this whiskey kind of
Okay,
vibe,
okay,
Bonner
okay,
Boy.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
that's the kind of vibe that I'm
okay,
with. Yeah.
okay, okay. So Burna Boy said his own is Afro fusion. You say
Okay,
Afro swing.
okay.
No, we have Afro cultism. okay, so when you get into the studio, I was listening to your song DND,
Yeah.
you know. I think I've listened. How many tracks have you officially released so far?
Okay, DND for now.
Okay.
I've had plans to release songs before now, but
Yeah.
it didn't.
Okay.
So it was this. Is this my present management
Yeah.
that had me release my first
Yeah.
song,
So the
DND?
song is nice.
Thank you very
Oh, you
much.
see. So you did. Oh my God. So after 1 year, you know, we release song for you.
You see now,
Just
you don't
imagine
see,
this thing.
see
Oh.
there.
Okay. So I was listening to D and D. It's nice. It's very nice.
Thank you
So
very
when you
much.
get to the studio, how is it? Do you hear a beat and then you write, or you write before you hear a beat? You know, people have different ways on how they do their music. What works?
Okay.
How do you do yours?
Okay, the thing is, okay, I prefer to hear the beat first.
Okay.
Okay, I'm a freestyler. I know how
Wow.
I can freestyle.
Wow.
But not very well, but I
Okay.
can
Yeah.
freestyle. But when I want to write a song, I get the beat first,
Okay.
listen to the beat, and while I'm listening to the beat, I just like get
Yeah.
this vibe of
Yeah.
the kind of,
Vibe. You want to
yes.
do? Yeah.
Sometimes I might not really know what I want to write about,
Yeah.
but with my vibe, I can just come up with something.
Mm,
Yeah, that's all right.
that's nice. Now let's talk about your fashion.
Okay.
Yeah, because you have a unique way that you dress. Like you see, she's not on makeup. Yeah, so you have like this. Should I call it tomboyish kind of?
Okay, I am not a tomboy. I am
Okay.
not a tomboy. I know so
Yeah.
many people do ask me if I'm
Yeah.
a tomboy, and I
Yeah.
am not. It's
Okay.
just this is the way I love dressing, how
Okay.
I feel comfortable.
Comfortable.
Not as if I can't wear skirts,
Yeah.
gown, or
Yeah.
yeah, but I just love this. This
Okay.
is my kind of person.
Okay. All right. Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be continuing the conversation. Okay, guys, welcome back to Beyond the Music. I'm still here with Mindy K. And before we went on that break, we're talking about her creative process. Still talking about music. Let's talk about D and D. You know, your current single. Um, what was the inspiration behind D and D? You know, D&D means do not disturb, I
Yeah,
guess.
do not
Yeah.
disturb.
So, what inspired you?
Okay, everybody has been fans and
Mm,
friends.
Family, everybody has been waiting for Mindy to release a song.
yeah.
So I felt like I needed to release something that's related to what's going on,
Yeah.
what I want, and
Mm,
yeah, everybody has been Mindy, drop a song now,
mm,
drop song now. You'll
mm,
be waiting like for how many years? You don't.
mm,
So I was like, calm down, easy, I'm coming.
yeah.
I don't need disturbance. I
Yeah.
understand that kind of thing.
Yeah.
In them, do not put me on pause. I don't send who don't most. You understand?
Mm, mm,
Yeah. So it's more like my what is happening in my life, my personal life, and all that. So that's
okay.
it.
All right. Okay. So, are we expecting a music video? Is it going to be a possible remix, or are you going to be dropping another single? What should we be expecting?
Okay. Let me say a music video.
Okay.
Yeah.
For now.
Yes, a
Okay.
music video.
Okay.
And after that, we'll be talking about how about my forthcoming EP. Yeah,
Yes.
so
Okay.
DND is a single, and then what's coming after it is an EP.
Wow.
So stay tuned.
Yes, we'll definitely stay tuned.
Sure.
Okay, so what has the reception been like? You know, after the whole control, the drama that happened with the former record label, and now that your thing, how has the reception from people been like?
Okay. I'm this kind of person that don't really listen to what people say about me.
Okay.
And every people have been like, okay, people always talk. That's the thing.
Mm,
Since then, people were like, okay, that I rush leave record label,
mm,
say I don't get patient, all this kind of
mm,
thing. But I'm just trying to do what's best for me. So I'll be releasing my EP, like my forthcoming EP after this DND.
okay.
Yeah.
You want to give us my expo what the name of the EP will be like?
No, no, no. I don't have a name yet. And even
Okay.
if I do have a name, I'm
Uh-uh.
not disclosing it
Small
yet.
expo.
No, 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 not yet.
It's all right. It's all right. Okay, so before I let you go, of course, just you've had the whole. I mean, this is not the first time something
Yeah.
like that has happened. You know, most of the times, as a young artist that is coming up, you meet people who promise you heaven and earth, tell you they are going to do this, do that, and most of the times it's always not like that.
Yeah.
And um at that time, like, how were you able, to like mentally, to like get yourself, like, were you did you do it alone, to get yourself out, to decide that, okay, I'm not going to fear, I'm not going to be scared, I'll do this thing, I'll leave, and I'll focus on my future. Like, how were you able to get to that point, of no return?
Yeah, I did everything alone.
Wow.
Yes, it was not easy. I was mentally down, emotionally down,
Mm,
everything down. It was not easy. So I just have to motivate myself
mm,
and then get back on my feet to do things right. Um, I've been good since then. I know people will always talk about the things you do.
mm,
Yeah, people will always talk, and every people were like, I have pride,
mm,
and that I would have waited. I would have had patience
yeah,
more. But the thing is that when you I'm this kind of person that I even if I don't see things physically, I see things in my mind.
yeah,
I also dream.
yeah,
I'm a dreamer too.
yeah.
So
So you're
yeah,
spiritually yeah.
yes, yes. So when I if this thing is not right for me,
Mm,
I will know.
yeah,
And I saw that everything these things will not work out fine with
yeah.
those people. So I had to move on. And
Mm.
I'm doing good now. I am back on my feet.
Yeah. So
So
I mean, the art is that time that that was having, that the priority was on. What do you, is the person now blown or something? Maybe the person is still
I'm
upcoming.
not going to say he's not blown.
Do you know the name? Because what's the name of
Him Boy Rego.
okay,
Yeah, Boy
Borrego.
Rego is his name.
Okay.
I don't know
Is he
anything.
still with them?
I don't know. Like I don't know
Okay.
anything about them anymore.
Yeah.
Since after then, I just cut everybody off. I just
Okay.
decided to do things on my own. So I don't know anything about them
Yeah.
now. But I am. It's right now. It's just about me.
Yeah.
I just decided to let people be and
Yeah.
then do things on my own to
Okay.
better myself. Not as if I'm not selfish,
Of
but
course,
I'm
of course.
just trying to be good.
Okay. Okay. So, what's your relationship like with your colleagues? And in the industry, and then tell us again, after telling us your relationship with your colleagues, what it's like. Tell us how what do you think about, in every industry, not just in music. There's always something about the male artists, like in the music.
Yeah.
You see that the male artists are oftentimes more popular. People give them more respect. People pay attention to them more than the females. Have you experienced something like that in your career
Hmm.
personally? Where maybe somebody that that I better pass, like I good pass this person, not like in character or anything, but musically,
Okay.
yeah,
I'm sorry to say this, but
yeah,
I think that I think that the male artists are overrated.
okay,
Like even if a female artist is worth it,
mm,
but they don't just see how important they are
yeah,
in the music industry.
yeah,
Everybody's just like I don't know how else to say this,
yeah.
but I don't know if you get my point.
I definitely get your point. Why
All
not?
right. Talking about my relationship with my colleagues. I I love being very close to my colleagues.
Okay.
It's easier and more important to keep a very close relationship with your colleague because
Mm,
you share ideas
yeah,
that would make you grow.
yeah,
And unlike when you're like, especially your fellow upcoming artists, it's
yeah,
easy to work with them and
yeah,
also share ideas.
yeah,
Unlike when you're just like trying to force yourself in a big
yeah,
artist, you understand?
yeah,
You won't actually get exactly what you want.
yeah.
But your fellow upcoming artists,
Mm,
you'd get to learn things and
mm,
also flow better with the person.
mm. Okay.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. So before I let you go, you've seen a lot, in the few years that you've been here,
Yeah.
what would you, I mean, you've already started the journey. There are some
Yes.
other girls that are going to be coming up too, that that want to do music, so
Yes.
what would you have, like an advice, what would you tell them, from what you have experienced and what you've seen so far? What would you want to say to those kind of people?
Number one advice. make sure say you guide.
Yes.
Guide. You just have to just be financially stable. I know not fully,
Yeah.
but you just have to do everything possible to make sure that you're financially stable. If not, you are going to see shaky,
Hmm.
serious shaky premium one.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
that's just it.
Okay. So you know you're a guide yourself. Make you no see premium shaking. All right. Thank you so much for being here with me today,
Thank you
Mindy
very
K.
much.
I've had really interesting. You know, you look like a very quiet, calm person, but I didn't trust this kind of
Because you don't know me well.
Yes, that's what I'm saying now. You have a very calm demeanor, but I know that these kind of people. But don't worry, that is for another day. So, but thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate you making our time to be here.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
so if your fans, your friends, people who know you and want to reach out to you or maybe check you out online, how do they what's the social media handles? How do they get to contact
Okay,
you?
my Instagram, you can search just Mindy K.
Hmm.
Facebook Mindy K, and X just Mindy K.
Okay. All right. So for us here at No Limits, you can reach out to us on social media. On Instagram, the name is No Limit TV underscore Nigeria. On TikTok is No Limit TV underscore Nigeria. On Twitter, X is No Limit TV underscore Nigeria. On YouTube is No Limit TV underscore Nigeria. And on Facebook, it's No Limit TV. So do well to check us out, like, comment, share our work, and we have lots of beautiful content. If you want to see entertaining, exciting content from your favorite celebrities, definitely check out our page. You know, you see me in the case today, we have other beautiful guests that have been on the show as well. So do well to check them out, and of course, enjoy yourself. Happy viewing. So do not forget that we are running a special treat for fan of the month. So if you're a regular fan of No Limit TV, you like our content, you comment and you share, you stand a chance to have lunch with me. See, I'm a fine girl now. This one you're not paying for the lunch, oh. It's me that will pay for the lunch. So No Limit TV is offering you a chance to have a lunch date with me. And of course, you also stand a chance to win 10,000 naira. Like we'll give you 10,000 naira. You still have a lunch date with me. Who else will give you that kind of deal? Nobody. So do well to make sure you're interacting on our page. Leave you can also share it on your own social media platforms, you know, because we are watching. Don't think we actually watch it at the end of the month. Whoever wins top fan of the month is going to be having the launch date and of course 10,000 naira. So do well to help yourself. Understand? Help yourself. So until next time, when I'll be back with another wonderful and exciting episode of Beyond the Music, I have to wrap it up here. Before I go, a big shout out to the guys behind the camera who are always there working tirelessly, making sure everything is intact. A big shout out to all of our amazing behind the scenes personnel, and of course a big shout out to myself because if I'm not here, who would interview me in the case? Anyways, guys, for now it's a wrap for me. So next time, my name is Kunkrama, and it's goodbye. Bye bye.